as we've been having our discussions through the conference, our colleagues at Nifty Fox have been creating an infographic similar to the one that Joe showed for their activity report at time. So I think we're going to reveal that. I don't know, are we going...
By magic.
By magic. So this kind of encapsulates the discussions that we've had. I think that you'll agree that we've had a very interesting set of presentations, and we will share this with colleagues and utilize it on our website as well. Yes. So there are a few things. So actually, I wanted to mention those. So I'm originally from Cornwall. Oh, sorry. So that's session 2. And is there 3 in total? Okay.
There are afternoon ones too, but I'm not that fast.
So there'll be one more with that.
I'm just going to put the slide back on for you.
Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, so originally I'm from Cornwall, and people are saying what body of water that they associate with. So mine's St. Ives Bay, and I hope to be there in about 4 weeks' time swimming with the rest of my extended family. So I think so. The ethos of the UK National Clean Maritime Research Hub is collaboration, innovation, and transformation. And so the hub is a multidisciplinary collaboration, and we would like you to join us in our quest to address the issue of decarbonisation. We are working on leading edge research, and we have adopted a co-innovation methodology, which I don't have time to go into but we are actually focusing on a number of port-centric scenarios, so different ports and their associated ships that they're serving. Ports only exist to serve shipping, after all. So we're utilizing them, and our research that we're conducting, we're actually going to apply that to those scenarios and look at it from an impact perspective from a point of view of 2030, 2040, 2050 timeframes to really identify the research and pull it through, because as it's been said many times in different ways today, we've got to get on and do it as quickly as we can if we're going to actually achieve the decarbonisation in the timeframes that we have to. Our aim is to transform the maritime sector through our collaboration and our innovation. So those are the 3 kind of overarching pillars: collaboration, innovation, and transformation. Is there another slide after this one? So, is my colleague from... Not yet. Okay. Actually, another thing what's been interesting for me today. So I met a colleague from MRL, which I don't think I've seen for more than 40 years. And we actually sailed on the same ships at some stage. So we're going to reminisce at some stage, and hopefully he's not going to pull out any compromising photographs of my time at sea. Yeah, so I think you'll agree that we've had a very interesting and thought-provoking series of presentations today. I hope you enjoyed the program that we pulled together and enjoyed engaging through Slido in terms of the panels. We've been really tight for time, unfortunately. I think the panels, we would have liked for them to be much longer, and hopefully in our next conference we'll arrange it for in that way. Maybe it'll be even a 2-day event. So I hope that you feel that a little bit more comfortable that the research and innovation community is working flat out to come up with some solutions to decarbonize. The hub, the research hub, has over 40 researchers that are engaged in this endeavor with a much wider collaboration of researchers and working with industry and on all the other stakeholders. So we are working on the 5 themes that I mentioned earlier in my presentation. And as I say, I hope that you can join us and collaborate with us and be part of the Clean Maritime Hub. And
Next one.
okay, so just briefly mention about flexible funding. So we have an additional £1 million fund for new research. That's new research that the program that we're working on was co-created and co-produced with stakeholders, maritime stakeholders. But there are some areas that are emerging that we would like to fund, and that's what the flexible fund is for. So we've gone through our first round of funding, and we funded 3 projects. One on liquid hydrogen bunkering and storage in ports. Another one on novel energy solutions for ports. Ports want to be energy hubs in their own right. And modal shift, utilization of coastal shipping to move freight to create marine freight highways. So in addition to the 13 universities that we have as part of the hub, we now have 3 new partners in projects funding under this flexible fund. So that's colleagues from Strathclyde, from Liverpool John Moores and Napier Edinburgh. And so we will have further rounds of funding coming forward. We will the second round we hope to announce in the next few weeks. The topics that we're selecting, they are, as I say, they're co-created through our Clean Maritime Research Partnership. So that's a stakeholder community that is actually helping us to identify the research challenges and identify the research that we have to, or they would like us to address. We'd like to have your feedback. You can use this QR code to provide the feedback. We have many, many events to organize. This is just the beginning. This is our first conference. We have other conferences planned. We have workshops that are planned. A lot of engagement activity, not only through the Clean Maritime Research Partnership, but also the Clean Maritime Network Plus, which is a wider dissemination community. That also includes funding that we've set aside for mentoring of early career researchers and also secondments. So we would really like to have your feedback, and so please sign into the QR code. So we're just waiting for our colleague from Bayes Business School.
So we can wait for 1 minute, and maybe it's not here. I can say a few words.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, a few thank yous anyway. Thank you to Bayes Business School for hosting us today. I hope you agree it's a fantastic venue, and they've looked after us very well. I'd like to thank our funders, obviously EPSRC and Department for Transport, and our universities and the industrial partners that have funded and enabled us to carry out this research work. Obviously, today has been a focus on our keynote speakers and our presenters. Again, I'd like to thank them for spending the time to present their research and their innovation that's happening. Also, I'd like to thank you for spending the day before the election to come and participate. I would like to thank, in particular, my team at Durham, who supported pulling this all together. Most importantly, Rachel Simpson for coordinating everything. So, Ioannis, you could maybe stand in for Professor Spicer. Just in time.
Well, thank you very much for coming here, and sorry I was a tiny bit late. My name's Professor Andre Spicer. I'm the Dean of Bayes, and it's a great pleasure to host this event for today, to bring together this network of people. Here at Bayes, we kind of believe in trying to address some of the big problems in the world, which is obviously questions around global warming and carbon reduction and greening the economy. We're a leader in the area of shipping, and particularly shipping, trade and finance, so bringing together people who, to address this issue, the way in which we fund shipping and also change the industry is very important to us. The other thing which we see as vitally important is bringing people together from across different disciplines. So in the room, one thing which is really fantastic is the fact that there are people from a wide range of different disciplines here trying to address one of the biggest challenges which we face. And also the other thing is having a kind of practical difference. So from what I understand is that this whole program is driven by trying to come up with very practical solutions to what is a pressing problem. So I think clearly the kind of work which is being done on this larger program is going to lead to those really practical solutions which bring together insights from across a wide range of disciplines to address one of the most pressing problems. So I'd really applaud you for all the work which you're doing on that, and I hope that you've managed to share some information across disciplines and insights, and I'm sure it will drive some practical insights. Maybe I'll finish with a kind of a little anecdote and then let you get on with kind of bringing things together. About 2 years ago, one of my neighbours is in the bunker oil industry, and I went round there for a kind of a barbecue, sort of sitting in the backyard and talking, and he was telling me about, you know, how he buys and sells his oil and how he convinces people to buy oil for the boats and for the ships, sorry, and how there'd been this regulation which has got rid of the most polluting oil. And I heard all of this, and I sort of sounded, well, this is a very dirty industry, but it's changing, and all of these kind of things. And on the other side of me was someone who works for an environmental charity, and as he was talking, I could see her getting more and more horrified as he described the nature of the industry, particularly how he convinced others to buy his barrels of oil, which was the most interesting part of it. And then slowly, as she became kind of more and more horrified, they ended up fighting with each other, and they got into a 2-hour-long, very heated discussion about it. And I'd sort of just backed away and was sort of listening to it. So my biggest wish for all of you is next time I meet these two people, the bunker oil trader and the environmental activist, that they can have a little bit more common ground. And I'm sure from all of your fantastic work, next time I sit next down to them all, they'll be agreeing a little bit more. So thank you very much. I've enjoyed the fact that you've been here at Bayes, and thank you to all of you people who have put this together. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Professor Spicer. I just had that image there of the infographics of a duel between barbecued sausages there. So, yeah, just finally for me to say thank you again for attending, and I hope to see you at the next event, and have a safe journey home. Thank you.